So I first started playing golf when I was 8, and I started with my parents. And I think a lot of younger kids, kind of when I started taking up golf, that's what they did. They started with their parents, and I just started on the driving range and was playing tournaments by 11, and this is all in Vancouver, British Columbia. And right around that time, in the next couple years, is when Tiger Woods emerged, and I think that was huge for junior golf in Canada, in the US, and for men and for women. It was just exciting to see a young person playing golf. It wasn't perceived as so much of an old person's sport, and I think it got a lot of kids out there into junior camps and junior tournaments, and that's kind of what it did for me. It kind of made the game exciting, and it just went from there. I think the very first young woman role model that I had was Seri Pak, who had come from Korea, and she was along the lines of Tiger Woods, similar in age. She was doing so well. She kind of just came out onto the scene, playing amazing, and she was someone that I looked up to. You need those role models to come out and really inspire a group of younger people. And I think for women's golf, especially when you get that one female that comes out and plays well, is fit, you know, embodies all of those athletic components, that really gets people excited about it. And sometimes you have to wait a couple years for a new person to emerge on the scene, but when they do, you see, you know, numbers in tournaments increase, and you see the excitement really come back. And I think that's an important thing, especially for women in golf, to have those women role models. So academics have always been extremely important to me, so in looking for a school, that's something that I had to consider very closely, and I felt that USF had such a great reputation for their academics, so that already put them high on the list for me. The team was great, coaches were great. Being in San Francisco, which is to this day one of my favorite cities, and being close to my family and friends who were all on the West Coast, everything just fit so perfectly for me that I remember it was my first recruiting visit, and I canceled all the other ones that I had scheduled because it just felt right. So the Olympic Club is renowned. Everybody who plays golf knows what the Olympic Club is, where it is, and how lucky people are to play it. So for us to be there every Tuesday and Thursday for 4 years, I mean, I still can't even believe it at some point, because I wonder if I could even get on today. Probably not. So yeah, having access to that and playing those courses and being with the men's team who's also practicing and playing alongside you, and that being okay, us being there, that's huge, because golf predominantly has been a male sport, and to an extent still is a male sport. So things like that make a large difference as well, being able to have the same opportunity as a male. I was the type who's just on the range at night, hitting balls until I felt like I was hitting them solid. I couldn't really give up until I felt like I had accomplished what I needed to accomplish. So I think that's the type of player I was. I tried to be easygoing out there on the course, but I got very wrapped up in, you know, needing to get done what I had to get done. In Canada, just like there's the US Am in the States, we have the Canadian Am, and junior golfers from all across the country represent their provinces on their provincial teams, and we play at these tournaments. And I actually wasn't playing on a team. I wasn't representing BC the year that I won. So when I did win, that got me onto the Canadian National Amateur team, and it also got me the exemption into the LPGA Canadian Open. So that was a huge turning point in my golf career to now become part of that team. I'm still playing for USF. I have this huge tournament to look forward to, something bigger than I've ever played in before. It was just a big moment for me. I think that the whole college experience, or being a student athlete, it's a rigorous thing to have to endure. You have to find the balance between academics and athletics, the training schedule, traveling and tournaments. It's hard, and being on a team with a bunch of other individuals that are doing the same thing, it only helps elevate you, both athletically and academically, to have those people that support you and are going through the same thing as you. You kind of bring each other up, and that's how you kind of accomplish what you need to accomplish. So having the team that I had and the coaching staff that I had, that was everything for me, and it certainly gets you through the tougher times, and when things get hard, they're always there for you. So having that individual sport become a team sport was a whole new experience, and it was wonderful.